morning, and welcome to this week's edition of Coffee with Tim. Well, as we looked at the news, of course, Syria is still in the news. This week, a little bit more up in the level there. The president has gone to Congress asking for permission to use military force, which probably should have used quite a while ago. Could have been, we could have avoided all of this. But at this point, I think something needs to be done, and I believe the president's going to do what's right in this case, and I believe that we need to support him. Be interesting to see what Congress does and what direction this goes. Some of this could have some biblical overtones as well, so I'm just waiting to see how it plays out. Somewhere along the lines of Ezekiel chapter 38 and 39, but that's probably for another video cast. All right, also this week, Microsoft announced that they're going to buy Nokia. That's right, because they wanted more Way of the Samurai. Anyways, Nokia is not a Japanese or a Chinese company. It's actually a Finnish company. Thought it was owned by the Finnish government, so I don't know how that works. Maybe Microsoft now owns Finland? Don't know. But anyways, they bought it for over $7 billion. Not sure where they're going to go with that, but stay tuned because it could be very interesting. Also, coming up next week, early next week, I believe it's September 10th, Apple is making some announcements coming out. Looks like they may go for some colored items. I'm not sure what their color palette is going to be this time, but I'm sure it'll be very interesting. They always have some good announcements come out. Some people like them, some people don't, and we'll see what happens. I don't know what kind of drastic changes they could actually make to any of their products at this point because they're really pretty top-notch already. But I'm sure they have something up their sleeve that's going to surprise a lot of people, so that could be pretty cool. One of the other things we have coming up this week is that fantasy football drafts should be completed at this point. As of today, first games begin, so you should have your team fully drafted and ready to go. If not, there's probably still time to get into some league somewhere. This year is my first attempt at this. My brother-in-law's in one with his brother, and he said, hey, you want to play? And I thought, I'm going to try fantasy football. So anyways, I'll be giving you weekly updates to let you know how my team did or didn't do throughout the season. I got kind of an okay draft for my first go-round at this, but we'll see how it goes. Just getting into it, I realized there is a lot that can go into that. A lot of thinking, a lot of planning and strategizing, and not really sure where it could ever end up. But because hey, who knows? Any team member could get injured at any time, but that's another story too. Well, that kind of wraps it up for this week. Not a whole lot of stuff I have on my list of things to talk about this week. Just wanted to kind of get it out there, throw a few things out there for you to think about as you go out into your weekend and go into your coming week. But I want you to remember that words for this week are accountability and patience. This is Tim. Have a good week.